Good to have you again, my friends. This is another video in the series of videos where I explain the RoyalQ Robot interface, the models, every bit of the buttons you have there. And I've done that in several videos ahead, so you need to go to my previous videos, about 1 2 3 4 previous videos, and then you get to see. So today, like I promised, this is the D-Day on of how not to make huge loss, floating loss, not permanent loss. On RoyalQ, there's nothing like permanent loss. The robot has bought the dip for you when the price was going down, and it is waiting for a bull run so that it can begin to sell in your preset profit. There is no loss. I am even happy that it has bought with all my money. So this is how it happens in the crypto space. If you are new to the crypto space, you have to tighten your seatbelt. This is how it goes. We go up and then we come down. Over the years, we keep going up. Bitcoin last year is not the same as Bitcoin price today. BNB price in 4 years ago is not the same as BNB price today. So this is how it goes. Prices go up in between and it comes down, and then the next bull run is always massive than the previous one. So that's how we ride the wave, and that's what RoyalQ Robot does. It scalps the market for you. It buys low and sells deep. It has bought low. I am waiting for it to sell, right? To sell when the prices begin to rise. And I'm waiting for nothing less than 50%. 50% of my $800. That's wow. Really? $400 profit? Wow, it can happen. Yes, it has bought with all my money. And I know the next bull run can do it 10%, 20% on any of these coins. So that's great. Let's move on to how it's all about the settings, my friends. It's all about the settings. Yeah, of every settings, yes, you would make temporary loss because the prices have come down, but in this new settings and improved settings, because I've used so many settings, I've gotten from my uplines, I've gotten everywhere from JB Winner, I've gotten from Alex, I've gotten from so many people, from Mosh Money, from Apex Joe, I've gotten from several places. And of course, the default trade setting on RoyalQ, let me use 1 inch for example. The default trade setting on RoyalQ, I think I've traded 1 inch before. I want you to see the default trade setting on RoyalQ. Okay, let me pick comp. I've never traded comp. The default trade settings allows you to, have a first call 3.54%. Then if there's another drop of 4.5, it buys. Then if there's another drop of 5.2, it buys. Another drop of 8 from the previous one, it buys, and on and on and on like that. So this is the default settings, and it is super. This allows you to, it allows you to be in trade even in 47.2% dip. If you had 3.5 to 4 to 4.5 to 5.2 to 8 to 10 to 12, it will give you 47.2%. That's 47.2% drop in price. So you will still be in trade, and this setting is called the DCA settings. Okay, that's dollar cost averaging technique. Okay, whereby you buy 2 times of your previous buy. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 2 is 32, and then 32 times 2 is 64, and then 64 times 2 will give you 128. That's the dollar cost averaging technique, and it is super for you to cover the dip and make massive profit. Okay, let's say for example we're at this level of dip, and if there's a 20% jump in price, boom, from the bottom to the top, that means you are going to make profit on this trade of 128 pieces. Okay, times 10 will give you $1,280, and that means for example, a boom of 20%, that's 20% on this, will give you nothing less than $200 profit. That's how RoyalQ makes money for you day in, day out. So it's all for you to have your enough trading capital to cater for your trade settings, and leave it at that. Even if it is currently trading at the first call that you have here, or second call, it's moving between first call, second call, leave that settings with its allotted trading capital. Leave it. If okay, for example, I think I did a calculation of this default settings, and I think the calculation goes by $2,550. $2,550 if you are going to add 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus this plus 64 plus 128, that will give you 254. And if your first buying amount is 10, that means 10 times 254 will give you $2,540, plus your first buying amount of 10, that will give you 2,550. Okay, so if you have allotted $2,550 to this particular setting, leave it as it is. You can imagine if I was using this technique, right? If I was using this technique, and as we have a major price dip right now, whereby we have 15% dip, it's been in there's been a price crash for like 2 weeks now, and this just happened yesterday to today, another 15%. So let's say previously that gone down 20% plus another 15%, that's like 35%. You would still be covered within the 47.2%. So that's why I advise stick to your trade settings. If you do that, you will definitely never have to see this huge percent, this return rate, huge return rate. So stick to your setting, leave the allotted trading capital. I was so greedy. I had let's say approximately $1,000, and I set up a $200 trade settings for how many? 200 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7, and then let me see 8. I should have 7. Let me go from general 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then on professional I have 6, 7. Okay, another one sold. It was 8. So 2 times 8 should give me 1,600. I should have 1,600. Okay, and I went ahead to open 8 coins to trade. So I got my fingers burnt. Now I have to wait. I had 1,000, set up a 1,600. That's 200 times 8. 1,600. I shouldn't have done that, and I did that because the prices were hovering around the first call, second call, third, fourth, fifth, and then going back up. I said, okay, if this is the way to go, why not open other coins so that it can exhaust my money and I can make profit? I didn't know that was going to lead to a massive floating loss because of the current dip. So I am going to advise you, that's how to avoid this loophole of seeing huge return rates. It's huge for me, minus 69, minus 21, and I'm happy because all my coins have bought the dip. I have to wait. That's the only solution. I'm not selling. I'm not a paper ant, diamond and whoop. Okay, I'm gonna wait. HODL, holding on to dear life forever. Crypto. All right, so yeah, okay, yeah, so that's that. Okay, let me see my video. I have 9 minutes gone, so let me reduce it to 13. Okay, so to set up any trade, let me intimate you. I'm taking A for example. Okay, look at these buttons. These are what you have to set. Okay, let me do that in the next video, please. Let me do that in the next video. So I'll see you in the next video as we start with trade settings.